Hey everybody, today we're going to fix an unexpected clutch problem on my 1983 Honda XL600r. I was out on a short ride yesterday when the clutch lever didn't return after a gear shift. It just went to the handlebar and stayed there. My immediate thought was that the cable had snapped, but a quick roadside inspection ruled that out. So after a short push home, I let the bike cool down and decided the issue must be in the linkage within the engine or possibly the clutch itself. Most of that is under the right side engine cover. And before I can remove that cover, I first had to drain the engine oil, which is unfortunate because I just changed it. At least it's not a complete system drain, some of it stays in the sump. There's a bit of digging to do in order to get it off the engine. The kickstart lever, the rear brake pedal, footrest, and the main oil line that feeds the valves and lifters has to come off too. I was kind of hopeful that the exhaust could stay on, but I wasn't that lucky, so off it came too. This engine has had all the factory hardware replaced with stainless steel bolts, and I'm pretty sure the case has been painted. It takes a bit of patience to get the cover off without damaging it, and I really don't want to hurt that gasket underneath either. With a little bit of gentle prying, it eventually gives way and all the important stuff is exposed. These clutch plates should be held under pressure when not engaged. Something is definitely wrong though. These ones are moving side to side pretty easily. There shouldn't be any play at all there. It's a common problem for these plates to wear little grooves into the basket that holds them in place. They eventually get hung up in those grooves, and that kind of jams things up. This basket is in really good shape, and it's not the problem in this case. With the pressure plate removed, I've discovered that the large nut that holds the clutch on the crankshaft has come undone. I've never seen anything like that before. The bike was a partial basket case when I got it. The valve cover was off because the camshaft and lifter arms were badly worn and needed to be replaced. The left side cover was off too. I found the stator in a plastic bag with a few other little bits. The previous owner was a young kid, and I think he was over his head with this bike not running, and these parts are fairly expensive. So I'm going to guess he probably got part way into the clutch and maybe didn't have the proper tools to torque it on properly. Whatever, I just put the bike in gear and I hit it with an impact gun a few times. That's never failed me before. Now that it's all back together and working perfectly, I guess there's probably a lesson in this, and that's that you can't assume anything when you buy a used bike, especially if it's been messed around with. In the grand scheme of things, this was a pretty minor fix, so there was really no harm done. It wasn't a safety issue, it was just inconvenient. If you enjoy these videos, take a second and subscribe to my channel and see what I'm up to next. Thanks very much for watching.